hoping everybody is having an absolutely wonderful day. Just remember, every day that we wake up is a blessing because somebody didn't wake up. Today, somebody didn't wake up. Whenever you see this video, somebody didn't wake up. But if you're sitting here watching this video right now, just remember you woke up, right? You up. So, you should dedicate that time in this day into doing something a little bit more productive and appreciating your life. So, we're going to start all our videos like that on a positive note. With that being said, hit that subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. And let's get into this video right after this intro. Let's go. Go by Drama the Prophet, a.k.a. Mr. Cut the Check. I need y'all to do is hit that subscribe button. So we all know cops be on some, not all cops. We ain't going to say all cops. We ain't going to say all cops. Some cops are. They be on some bull. You know what I mean? They be planting drugs on you. You know what I'm saying? Arrest you, do all types of stuff. So let's see about these cops that's arresting the wrong people. Let's see what happened here. You feel me? Let's go.
Cops have little to no room for error in their job, having to deal with life or death situations daily. But what happens when the cops mess up and accidentally arrest the wrong person?
Hey, yo, that's some bullshit. Get up, put your hands on the car.
Starting with the controversial case of Patrick Mumford. Patrick was just getting back home when two officers confronted him, claiming there were warrants out for his arrest. What the cops didn't realize, though, is that the warrants were for a completely different man, but this didn't seem to bother them.
What's your name? I'm going to ask you one more time. We probably need to talk to you. So, what's your name? Patrick. Stand up. Turn around, put your hands in the car. What happened?
Patrick is justifiably nervous here after suddenly being confronted by multiple police officers, but still manages to give the cops his name. However, they decide that they don't believe him, and instead of asking for an ID or trying to confirm his identity in any way, they immediately decide to do this instead.
What I do? Man, what I do? Y'all ain't telling me what I do, man. You got a warrant. He just came back from his probation officer.
I got taser. You coming out? You coming out? Come out.
Get your hands out now.
See, this the bull right here, y'all. This what I'm talking about right here. They didn't even ask him for an ID. Obviously, the man gotta have an ID because he's in the car, right? I'm assuming. No, he on the passenger side, so somebody else could have you know what I mean, drove him or something like that. This is crazy. This is what I'm talking about. I hate seeing these type of videos, especially these cops be so nervous too. Especially a lot of cops that's not familiar with the area. Now we're not gonna make it a black or white thing. We're not gonna do that, right? But I'm gonna say cops that's not familiar with the environment that they in. They not used to that environment, so they automatically defensive. That's what we're going to say. We ain't going to make it a black or white thing. We're not going to do that on this one, right? They not used to this environment. You know what I'm saying? They're not used to the environment, so they don't know how to move. They don't know they don't know none of that stuff like that. You know what I mean? So automatically, they feel threatened by this young man. And he ain't even doing nothing. That's the crazy thing. This should have been one of my episodes on Let's Talk About It. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk about wrongful convictions. One of my episodes. But let's finish the video. Let's go.
You got 3 seconds. Hold on, man. 3 seconds. Do not reach. Get up. Put your hands on the car. Show me the warrant.
Come out.
Show me the warrant. 2. All right, take me.
Move. You coming out or not?
Dude, stand back.
Come out. You got a warrant.
I'm not telling you again.
You better get out of the car.
Y'all ain't let me know what's
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Man, y'all better leave me alone.
Get out of the car.
Man, y'all better leave me alone, cousin.
Move, Fox. Move.
Come on, really?
It took just 38 seconds from the police making first contact to giving the order to tase him. According to the cops,
That's
Patrick
crazy,
was
yo.
given numerous reasonable opportunities to comply with officers, but because of his resistance, they were left with no choice but to stun him. But even after being tased,
But it's crazy. Yeah, I understand what they saying, but they automatically already was ready to be on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You see how they asked them, and we're gonna bring it back real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna bring it back, but I bring it back. What number we at? We at 205. Okay, so we're gonna bring it back from the jump, bro. Right? And you gonna see what I'm talking about, right? How just automatically, like, they asked him his name. They didn't even care. They already knew what they was going to do. You know what I'm saying?
However, they decide that they don't believe him, and instead of asking for an ID or trying to confirm his identity in any way, they immediately decide to do this instead.
Right. Right. See, that's the crazy thing, yo. Like, you didn't even ask for the man ID.
More profit when it comes to print on demand,
right.
and now you can
Let's
make
skip
pro
this.
quality.
Detained, the cops
They didn't even ask him for his ID. That's nuts.
still aren't finished roughing Patrick up.
Something was going on, man. Just off me, man. He keeps reaching for his back. Ah! Quit resisting.
I got him, guys. Just search whatever he's going for.
The cops search Patrick to try and find whatever he
Right.
was reaching for,
What?
assuming he was hiding a weapon of his own. But predictably, they find nothing other than his wallet.
Right.
This would end up being a blessing for Patrick, though, as inside his wallet, the cops found his ID.
I just seen this fucking lady. Patrick Mumford. This lady not gonna tell me that I got a warrant. I just seen her.
Here's the deal, dude.
How long I had a warrant?
I don't know if you got a warrant, because you're not who I'm looking for. But here's the deal. When we ask you for ID, because you look a lot like the person we're looking for, you give us ID. And when you start this whole fighting nonsense, dude, all you had to do is give me this.
But the way you came up asked me out of nowhere.
Remember, the cops
Right.
never once asked for Patrick's ID during the
You didn't ask. That's the problem. You didn't even ask him for his ID. So how would he give you the ID if you didn't ask him for the ID? You asked him what his name was.
initial interaction. In a later report, the cops also stated that they were worried he was reaching for a weapon when he was shuffling back in the car. So, do you think they would have been okay with him reaching into his back pocket for his wallet? He wasn't given any chance to correctly identify himself, but now the cop is patronizing him and saying he caught a case he didn't need to get. And above all, he's still being manhandled and forced onto the hood of their patrol vehicle.
What's the guy name?
Is there someone here to stay here that looks like you? Think about it.
Hey, Jack. Yeah. That's what he's looking for.
Tell him. Who does he look a lot like?
I don't know.
He knows who it is.
So who is it?
Michael?
He is not Mike.
Okay, I know that now.
Oh, they thought it was my son?
Yes.
Really? They don't even look nothing alike?
And then besides that, he
The
didn't
picture
have
that
we got, they look exactly.
Oh, wow. I'm looking at that picture. I mean,
Yo, I need to see the picture of Michael. I want to see this picture of Michael.
Don't they look alike?
I hope they pull it up.
Okay, are we wrong?
For the record, this is the man they're looking for. It's difficult to draw even a single similarity in appearance, but the cops apparently saw so many that they were comfortable with discharging a weapon at Patrick. Patrick was initially charged with obstruction and even a single
Listen, y'all. Level up, family. Level up, family. I need y'all to put up in the chat. Let me know if they look alike. Do Michael and Patrick look alike? First of all, Patrick looked way older than Michael. Patrick looked like he about 25, 26, right? 27, about that. Michael, on the other hand, looked like he about 15, 16. Just saying, we just gonna put that out there. Listen, I need y'all in the chat. Let me know. Level up, family. Let me know, y'all, what it is. Let me know, y'all.
similarity in appearance, but the cops apparently saw so many that they were comfortable with discharging a weapon at Patrick. Patrick was initially charged with obstruction and violating probation, and was fixed to lose his job and position at college. Thankfully, though, an internal investigation was launched into the 4 officers on the scene, and it was concluded that they didn't follow proper procedure. All 4 of the officers were suspended, and Patrick was awarded with a settlement of $100,000. But David Wiggins' story doesn't have such a happy ending. He was pulled over and
Woo! 100,000. That still ain't enough, but shit, that's something. Yo, you can invest that money. He could do something good with that. You feel me? If he do it right. If he do it right, you know what I'm saying? Taxes they take out. If you do it right, you could get some. You get somewhere with that.
Forced out of his vehicle with not so much as a second thought from the police, but they failed to realize he too was the completely wrong guy.
Hands out the window! Take your right hand, open the door. Get on the ground. On the ground. Did you just run from me? Sir, okay? All right, put your hands behind your back.
David was put into cuffs and left on the ground at gunpoint after cops mistook him for a suspect. Apparently, the guy they were looking for had just fled them in a similar car with a similar license plate, and the cops pulled David over assuming it was the same vehicle. It's an understandable mistake, but realistically, the cops should have double-checked the plate as soon as they lost line of sight. Instead, they decided to wait until David was on the ground, handcuffed, and at gunpoint before even attempting to confirm he was their guy.
I was going home. I did not run, I swear.
Since you give me that tag.
Contact to a 2016 Dodge Challenger, last name Green. It's not a hammer. It's clear.
This ain't even him. Yeah, you good. You're good. That's scary. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through. You good? Good. All right. You have.
Yeah, that's crazy. That gotta be, man. That's just so crazy right there. I mean, I don't know. I guess I kind of understand, like, you know, same car, similar license plate, you know, whatever the person fleed. You know what I'm saying? You at this car, you know, you trying to protect yourself as much as you can, you know, stuff like that as an officer. You know what I mean? Get on the floor, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Trying to make sure cuff them. Then they ran the plate. Luckily, it didn't get to the point where it was like, oh, we shooting. You know what I'm saying? Then that would have been all the way messed up. You know what I mean? But imagine the fear right now in this man's heart right now.
Have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
David was offered little other than an apology for the whole ordeal and was sent on his way after being correctly identified as the wrong guy. But that wasn't enough for David, and in July of 2023, decided to file a lawsuit against the city of Marion.
Do your
gross
thing, bro.
negligence, civil assault, battery, and false imprisonment.
That's
in the
right.
complaint, David alleges that he was forced to endure 3 minutes handcuffed on the ground with a gun to his head, not knowing if the next second would be his last.
Right.
He also notes that the apology was a mockery. As of this video's upload, the case is still ongoing. However, when this cop in Florida was faced with the same situation, he managed to show exactly how you should handle it.
I'm not trying to get shot over this. Do you really think we want to be out here killing people?
A deputy in Volusia County was looking for a burglar when he stumbled upon Joseph Griffin, a man who he said perfectly matched the description.
There is a burglary that happened. You kind of fit the description. Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? All right.
I'm a vet. I have my ID.
Okay. Can I see your ID? Yeah. You literally, they said white tank top, black shorts, and they said that you had a beard. All right. So I'm not saying it's you, but it was a black male. Again, not saying it's you.
Yo, give him a round of applause, y'all. Give him a round of applause. This officer is handling it exactly how he's supposed to. Exactly how he's supposed to. He is not absolutely accusing him, and he's reassuring to the guy, I am not accusing you. I'm not saying it's you, but this is the description that they gave me, and you fit the description. He is handling it how he should. He ain't coming to him aggressive. He ain't have his gun out. None of that stuff. Round of applause for that officer right there.
Hey, buddy.
This cop is obviously aware of how difficult this very interaction can be, especially if it turns out he's not who he's looking for.
Right.
So he approaches him politely and attempts to resolve the situation rather than escalate it.
Bear with me, okay? Because you fit the description. I'm not saying you're guilty, but my sergeant's telling me to detain you. That's my sergeant.
I got you. I just had a daughter born 2 days ago, so I just have this on.
Hold on. Let's skip this.
It's live. Do you mind setting it down here? Just for now, I'm gonna detain you. Look, you're not under arrest. I'm detaining you right now because you fit the description. Okay? Just hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
Joseph respectfully informs the cop that he's live streaming the interaction for his own safety before being detained. He's also told that he's not under arrest and not being charged with anything. They just don't want to give him the opportunity to run should he end up being the suspect.
Right.
We're not saying it's you, but you fit the description. That's why I'm detaining you. If it's not you, we're gonna cut you loose and you're free to go, okay? But I just want you to see through us why,
7 cop cars, so hey, everything going on is just a little bit scary.
Yep. This is it was a burglary. It's a burglary. It's serious. It's not a joke.
You got these guys that are getting ready to go home, and we're coming in, so that's why you have so many.
The cops are doing their best to put Joseph at ease.
They doing
but
good,
you can
man.
still imagine how stressful of a...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's scared, but honestly, just off of this interaction, I feel safe for this man. I ain't see the video. I don't know I feel safe for him right now. I'm like, you know what? They doing everything that they could. They approach, they body language is very calm. Their voice is calm. They not showing no type of and they trying to really reassure. And they absolutely got to do their job. Listen, I have to detain you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do fit the description, bop, 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 you know what I mean? They doing their job.
Situation this would be. He's doing a good job at staying respectful and composed, but you
Yeah,
can
he's
definitely still tell he's on edge.
Right.
We appreciate you being very cooperative. Other people would just...
I'm not trying to get shot over this.
You ain't gonna get shot. Seriously, do you really think we want to be out here killing people? Do you honestly think that?
I'm a military police.
Like I said, brother, I've been in the same boat.
After just 10 minutes of waiting, they hear back from the witness who had just received a picture of Joseph.
So good news for you. The witness is saying that the clothes you're wearing and all that doesn't fit the description. It's called a show up. So we got a picture. Again, he's gonna run it through, make sure it's not you, and from what it looks like, buddy, you'll be out of here, okay?
A show-up is a method of identification where a witness is presented with a single suspect and simply asked if that's their guy. It's also worth mentioning that when looking for a suspect at large, police will only receive a quick rundown of the suspect's appearance. Adding extra details can create confusion and even cause cops to let the perpetrators go if they miss something small. This is why the description may seem vague and leads to false positives, just like this one is starting to look like.
What's your name, man? Joseph, hey man, listen, Jake. Just want to say thank you for keeping a cool, good demeanor. We just got the picture finally from the witness, and I get why they went out with you for sure. Clearly not you, but the clothing description, everything matched. So obviously these guys didn't have that to go with. They just had a description and he matched it. He's pretty good. But once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's not it. That's why I told him, like, get him out of here. I appreciate you just putting understanding that, man.
Just like that, Joseph was sent on his way back to his wife and daughter with no further action taken against anyone at the scene. Later that day, the suspect was found and...
Yo, that don't look like him, bro. We just gonna put that out there. I'm just saying, that don't look like him. But I guess, white shirt, pants, I guess. I mean, that's the, but he don't look like him.
and arrested. Both cases in this video so far have involved fairly innocuous crimes. But that's all about to change in this next case, where a man is falsely accused of robbing a bank and shooting a man in the head.
You're not going to tell me how to talk, all right? You shut your fucking motherfucking mouth!
In the early hours of the 23rd of April, 2022, Grand Junction police received a frightening phone call.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
704 Horizon Drive. I heard gunshots outside on Horizon Drive within a minute ago.
How many did you hear?
Probably 4 or 5.
Later that morning, police received a second call from a nearby hospital, making them aware of a patient who had walked in on their own with a gunshot wound to the head. It was determined that he was injured on Horizon Drive, the same street the gunshots were heard on at 3 a.m. A few hours later, a man named Aaron headed to the gas station to stock up on supplies for a marksmanship event he was attending that day. Unfortunately for him, the gas station was too located on Horizon Drive.
I went to a gas station this morning to grab some stuff, and they were saying there was a shooting at 3 o'clock in the morning. So they have traffic blocks going out on the 70. So we might want to look to see if that's going to impact our route.
Little did Aaron know, traffic would be the least of his worries that day.
Yo, that's
After
crazy.
stopping at the gas station, he heads back to his hotel to charge his phone. On the way there, he misses an exit, so he uses his blinker to make a U-turn in front of the police blockade. He parks up for 5 minutes to charge his phone, waits for his friend to show up in his car, then stops at another gas station to wait for his other friends to turn up. It's at this point Aaron is approached by police.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Would you mind rolling down your window real quick?
No. What do you need?
Right.
I need you to identify yourself.
No, why?
Because
All right.
you're leaving the area
Hold on.
where
Hold
a
on.
shooting occurred. Okay, well, can you please roll down your window more so I
No.
can talk to you?
No. What do you need?
All right, well, I need to identify you.
No, you do not.
My name is Officer Posadas with the Grand Junction Police Department. And this is my corporal right here. This is Corporal Church
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
All right, so I need you to identify yourself.
No, that's not how it works. I have rights as an American citizen, right?
What Aaron is saying is completely true.
Right.
He is well within his rights to refuse to identify himself.
Right.
However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's always the best idea. Regardless, in this situation, Aaron clearly wishes to exercise this right, to which the cop isn't best pleased.
And you know what? Him on that side, he don't even know what's really going on. So he's just like, what? Wait a minute, what's happening? Just out of the blue, y'all stopping me and stuff. So he's not. He don't know what the cops is feeling at the current moment. You know what I'm saying? They thinking that he's the guy, and he's like, I'm getting attacked. You know what I'm saying?
This is when things start to escalate quickly.
You do not have articulable suspicion that I've done anything.
I actually do.
What crime do you suspect?
You could keep overpaying for commercial auto coverage, or you could get insurance from Viber.
Me of committing?
Possible attempted homicide.
You suspect me, actual me, of committing possible attempted homicide.
Well, your cooperative behavior right now does not help your cause.
No, I've done absolutely nothing. I pulled into a gas station because my friends are here, because we're going to...
Keep an eye, they're associated.
At this point, Corporal Church heads over to Aaron's friends, where he discovers that his name is indeed Aaron, and that it matches up with the registration on the vehicle. Meanwhile, Officer Posadas attempts to shed a little more light on why Aaron is being highlighted as a suspect.
Right, exactly.
You're leaving the area of a crime.
Exactly.
With a similar colored vehicle, similar nature to the description.
What description of that vehicle did you get?
I got a darkened colored sedan. 2 people also stated that one of the suspects may be of African American descent.
With this information, you can see how a cop would suspect Aaron. He's a black
Right.
male in a similar vehicle. But
Right.
things start to get much stranger as you dive deeper. In the official report, it was determined there were actually 2 suspects, 1 white and 1 black. And a more detailed report of the vehicle describes a car more similar to the one that Aaron's friends are driving. It seems as though the cops are ignoring every sign and
wow.
targeting Aaron for no reason.
That's
Something
crazy.
that only becomes more obvious as they allow his friends to leave, but keep Aaron at the scene.
My buddies that just left, they were also in a dark sedan. But you
Right.
aren't fucking stopping them and questioning them.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that
Nope.
sorry that you
Shut
feel
your
that way.
fucking mouth. I don't want to fucking talk.
You're not going to tell me how to talk, all right?
You shut your fucking motherfucking mouth.
Corporal, come up here. It's not working. He's currently recording on his phone, but he's highly uncooperative with me, screaming, yelling at me. Told him that his vehicle matches the description, gave in, blah, blah, blah. He's very, very upset right now.
Why are you not cooperative?
Because I don't have to be cooperative with your investigation.
Well, you have to ID yourself.
No, I do not. Tell me why I have to ID.
Well, Colorado state law says you do.
I want you to explain why me as a person, have to ID to you.
Colorado state law says you do.
The cops continue to ask for Aaron's name despite having already been told by his friends and
They already know his name, right?
realizing it matches up with the name on the vehicle.
Right. Right. It should have been done right there. Like, all right, you know what? Your friends told me your name. Your name is Aaron. Whatever, whatever. Bop, bop, bop. We ran your plate. It matches. You know what I'm saying? We don't go on about our business. We apologize, sir. You got it.
But perhaps the funniest part of this entire interaction is what happens when Aaron instead asks for the sergeant's name.
Right.
What's your name, your badge number? What's your name, your badge number?
Well, I'm not going to give that to you.
You have to.
Now he said, yo, bro, are you serious?
No. Yes, you do. No.
You absolutely have to. If a person asks you for your badge number, you have to give it. What? You do, bro. What are you talking about?
A public servant. I'm asking for your name and badge number.
You also have to give me your name.
No, he don't.
So you wanted me to explain to you why I'm asking for you to identify yourself?
Yes.
Because we had an incident happen here.
Wait, hold on. First,
okay.
please give me your name and your badge.
Okay. Well, no, I won't give you that right now.
What do you mean you won't? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever encountered.
It's important to note that the Grand Junction Police Department require police officers to identify themselves upon request.
Right.
The sergeant later claimed he simply forgot. Aaron was never made aware of why they targeted him so directly at the scene. But in the official police report, the cops say that the reason they suspected Aaron was because of the U-turn he made. Remember, he simply missed his exit to the hotel, and there the road ahead of him was closed, leaving him with nowhere else to go. They also alleged that he didn't use a turn signal for the maneuver, something that can
okay. So now they fishing, bro. Now they fishing at this point. Now they fishing. They not really. They just fishing right now. At this
easily
point.
be disproved by listening to Aaron's dashcam footage.
Right. You can hear it.
As you'd expect, an internal affairs investigation was launched into...
Aaron, I hope you sued. I hope you sue their ass. Please, at the end of this, I hope you unsued them. Please.
The officers at the scene, and it was conducted that there was no wrongdoing, and the cops conducted themselves perfectly. Aaron has since launched his own lawsuit against the Grand Junction Police Department.
Right.
But as of this video's upload, the investigation is still ongoing. Check out Aaron's channel linked below for updates on the situation.
That is crazy right there. We might check out Aaron's channel because I wanna know what's up with that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see what's up with that. But listen, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to your boy. I appreciate y'all. Listen, we are gonna be dropping these videos called Let's Talk About It. And we already started dropping them, right? And the idea behind that is, first of all, we getting prepared to do the live streaming on YouTube, which I want to do at least like once a week on YouTube. But we not starting that until I get at least 100 videos uploaded, maybe a little bit more because I've been dropping a lot of shorts lately. So that's also like counting as the videos, of course. But I want to be able to drop more long form content, at least 100 of those, so we can build up this channel a little bit more. Once we get to the 1,000, I want to start doing the giveaways. So if you did not subscribe, make sure you subscribe. The quicker we get to that 1,000, the quicker we can start getting to these giveaways. All right. It's your boy Drama the Prophet, aka Mr. Cut the Check. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.